Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. You're watching 7 minutes of nonstop local news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal. I'm Renee Summerhour. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. for Wednesday, February 3rd. Let's get started with our top stories this morning, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. A teenager is dead and another critically injured after a shooting in a Northeast Valley apartment complex Tuesday night. Officers responded shortly after 9 p.m. to the Desert Ridge Apartments on Lake Mead Boulevard after a report of gunfire. A Las Vegas police spokesperson said an argument took place outside of an apartment and a man inside reportedly fired multiple rounds through a doorway. The man was taken into custody without incident. A local charter school is offering a glimpse at what the return to classrooms might look like. The Centennial Hills campus of Coral Academy of Science, Las Vegas, welcomed 3rd through 5th graders this week for the first time since mid-March. Older students are set to return February 22nd. The school is using a hybrid model where students attend half-day sessions 5 days a week. Parents also have the option of 100% distance education. Coral Academy said it surveyed parents and found that just over 50% of them wanted their children to return to the classroom. Some news from the 81st regular session of the Nevada legislature. During the Assembly Judiciary Committee on Tuesday, the Department of Corrections medical director said about a third of the state's corrections staff have received their COVID-19 vaccine. Review-Journal Capitol Bureau Chief Colton Lockhead has more.
The department says they're still encouraging people, staffers, to get the vaccine, but they're not mandating it at this time. The department also said that so far just one inmate in the state has been vaccinated, but they do plan on rolling out vaccines to inmates that are interested in the vaccines starting March 1st.
Caesars Entertainment is honoring Black History Month with displays at a pair of its properties. The Eiffel Tower at Paris, Las Vegas, and the High Roller Observation Wheel at the Link Promenade are being lit red, yellow, and green this week. Caesars has also partnered with the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives and will host a series of events during the month of February. The National Weather Service is issuing a wind advisory for today for parts of southern Nevada, southeast California, and northwest Arizona. The service says gusts of up to 60 miles per hour are possible in Red Rock Canyon and Spring Mountain, so please be careful if you're out there. Now it's time to take a look at our local weather, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino and Spa. It's going to be a breezy day in the Las Vegas Valley, mostly sunny skies with a high of near 67 degrees for your Wednesday. Breezy with a southwest wind increasing to almost 20 miles per hour. Winds could also gust as high as 30 miles per hour, according to the National Weather Service. For the rest of your week, mostly clear skies with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Temperatures will stay pretty much the same all week into the weekend with your lows in the mid 40s.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. How's it going, everybody? Leandre Fox here with your morning sports update. According to Review-Journal Raiders insider Vinny Bonsignore, several NFL insiders expect the Raiders to field calls from teams around the league inquiring about the availability of quarterback Derek Carr. An increased demand for his services, insiders say, could create a scenario in which a 3-team trade allows the Raiders to acquire Houston Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson. Vinny also reported a few other teams could inquire about Carr, such as the Bears, the Colts, the Patriots, and the Washington football team. However, the Raiders could also hold on to their franchise quarterback and work on building up that defense.
With this sports betting update, I'm Cassie Soto. The Super Bowl MVP award usually goes to the winning quarterback, but bettors have targeted some long shots for this year's matchup. Chiefs cornerback Tyrann Mathieu is the largest liability at the Westgate at 40-1, and that book took 8 bets on Mathieu at 50-1, including a $1,000 wager to win $50,000. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes is the favorite at +110, and Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady is next at +250. Read Todd Dewey's breakdown of the MVP candidates at reviewjournal.com.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a home that was rebuilt in the South Valley and showcased to the world a year ago has changed hands. The 4-bedroom home, known as the New American Remodel 2020, sold on December 31st for $2.75 million. It was rebuilt as part of the 2020 International Builders Show. In your business news, sponsored by the Vegas Chamber, the Boring Company's underground transportation system expansion into the Las Vegas Strip is taking a big step forward. Carrie Roper has the details. Hey, Carrie.
Renee, the Clark County Board of Commissioners unanimously approved the revocable license and maintenance agreements on Tuesday for a planned tunnel from the Las Vegas Convention Center to the Resorts World property. Review Journal's Mick Akers explains what that means moving forward.
Today, the Clark County Commission approved the final approvals for the boring company's Resorts World loop. So it's going to run underneath the Las Vegas Strip from the recently expanded Las Vegas Convention Center to the Resorts World Resort. They don't have an exact time frame on it yet, but they hope to have it open, by the time the Resorts World opens this summer. They have some time. They can bore underneath it pretty quickly after, doing the Convention Center loop this past year. That was $55 million. They didn't give a price for the Resorts World. And the ultimate goal is to have a loop going across the entire Las Vegas Strip to downtown and Allegiant Stadium. That's a little bit ways off, but it looks like it's heading full steam ahead there.
We will continue to follow the updates on this story here on 7 at 7 and LVRJ.com. Renee?
In your health news this morning, the Southern Nevada Health District is accepting appointments for those eligible for their second dose of COVID-19 vaccines. These doses are being administered at the Las Vegas Convention Center by appointment only, and only those who got their first shot at Cashman Center, Western High School, or the health district's headquarters are eligible for the next round. Appointments can be made on the health district's website. This second round of vaccines begins as cases of the UK variant of the coronavirus start to be reported in Clark County. 5 new cases were close contacts of the first case reported in January. This is a developing story, so check out LVRJ.com for updates. In your entertainment news, David Copperfield has written a new book about his favorite magicians and his secret museum. Review Journal columnist John KATSILOMETES has more.
When is a secret museum not such a secret? When David Copperfield is writing a book about it. His secret museum in Las Vegas is integral to the new book that he's working on called History of Magic. It's also a chronicle of 28 magic practitioners over the course of history, and fittingly enough, the whole thing is out by Halloween.
Well, that's all for today's 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. Look, we know you're busy, and we built this newscast to fit your life. And we're bringing it to you weekdays at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on LVRJ.com and our RJ mobile app. You can also find us on Roku, YouTube, and so much more. We hope that you'll join us again this evening for 7 at 7 p.m. Thank you for joining us.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by attorney Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update is sponsored by Pro Group Management. You are watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.